Hey, good afternoon, Sharks. I'm Mark Berger from the Barron County Sunrise Rotary. We're known as a club that likes to have fun and connect with our communities. Today, we're seeking up to $9,000 from your clubs to support the creation of the only Northwestern Wisconsin inclusive and accessible outdoor playground, the Anderson Park Playground in Barron, Wisconsin. In exchange, you will receive 100% satisfaction of your club's dollars, putting smiles on the faces of everyone who visits the park. Currently, the equipment in the park is either over 50 years of age, unsafe, or clearly not accessible to many wanting to play. We in the Barron County Sunrise Rotary want to partner with the Barron Kiwanis to kick that old tire to the curb, to help transform this playground and connect the community. 2 years ago, the Barron Kiwanis was made aware of the need for a local, inclusive, and accessible playground. This would be the only one in northern Wisconsin. The closest were in Eau Claire or the Twin Cities. Accessibility isn't just for wheelchairs, although that's exactly what most obvious barrier we can observe. This playground does have barriers, does not have barriers at the entrance or along the pathways. The green areas are made of special material, making it easier to move around. There will be equipment with backing for those with little core support, equipment for those with the inability to use hands or feet, areas and equipment for those needing different sensory experiences, such as music or sound, or a roller-based slide to feel the movement going down the slide. Some equipment is at ground level with multiple ways to use or grasp. There are ramping options that lead to upper decks and support for kids who are nonverbal. One of the biggest focal points of the design was adult inclusion. Just think about this. It's not uncommon for an adult or parent to have a physical impairment that prevents them from enjoying a playground. With Anderson Park, all generations are strongly encouraged to play. The Barron Kiwanis partnered with local children from the Boys and Girls Club to get input on what equipment they might want. They said they wanted kids to be able to be kids so that everyone could play together and not have to sit on the sidelines or feel left out. They said the new equipment looks really fun and they're excited to be able to play with all of their friends and even their parents. So Barron County Sunrise Rotary was so inspired with this project because both clubs value diversity, equity, and inclusion. So we had to cross club lines and help them get to the finish line. Here's the deal. The Barron Kiwanis Club is located in a very small rural town of about 3,500 people with urban demographics. 20% of the children are English language learners. 20% have some type of special needs. That's 1 in 5 children. And over 50% of the children qualify for free and reduced lunch. Okay, now they had a goal of raising $365,000 to build this unique playground. That's a lot of money for a tiny town. On their own, they raised $215,000. The city of Barron has pledged an additional $125,000, leaving a shortfall of $25,000. This is an opportunity for our district clubs to reach outside of Rotary and support an incredible project. Our missions match. We want to partner with you, Sharks, and our Kiwanian neighbors to support this vision. We're asking today that Rotary Sharks help support the purchase of the Oodle Swing, the We Saw Seesaw, Rhapsody Music, 2 saddle spinners, and 1 spring rider. Sharks, look, together, we can roll up our sleeves, use our tools, and work side by side in partnership with the Barron Kiwanis Club to build a safe, inclusive, and accessible playground for children and adults of all ages, sizes, and abilities. Sharks, are you ready to receive satisfaction of your club's dollars in smiles?
Thanks, Mark. Thank you very much, and thank you for all the hard work that you've put in so far. We'll turn it over to our Sharks for a few more questions here, and we're going to start with Mary. Go ahead, Mary.
Ready? There we go. Okay.
Mary, you didn't mute yourself.
All right. Oh, and I like the hard hat too. I love the concept, and I'm very interested in your success because it's something I think there are many of us in Prior Lake Rotary dreaming about this same kind of project. My question is, did you consider other vendors before you chose Gerber Leisure?
That's a great question. I'm going to let Andrew go to that because we were not in that process.
Yeah, thanks for having me. My name's Andrew at the Barron Kiwanis Club, and Mary, I can speak to that. We did. We interviewed 4 different equipment vendors. I won't name them for the purpose of this, but yes, we went through a vetting process, and just frankly, the vision aligned with us with Gerber Leisure products, and their equipment seemed to speak to us. So yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Our next question, Jim, go for it.
Thanks. My question really relates to the pieces of equipment, which thank you for the pictures and all the visuals. That was very, very helpful. What are their what ages are they targeted for? I mean, you meant the adult. I got the adult part with the joint swing, but what age ranges are these for?
Yeah, if you don't mind, Mark, I'll take that one.
Yep.
Okay. There's different pieces. That's a great question, James. There are target age brackets for certain pieces of equipment, and part of the focal point in building it was hitting different, the 2 to 4 age bracket, the 4 to 7-ish, and the 7+. Because frankly, if you're in 4th grade and up, some of the equipment might not be too appealing to you. So we wanted to hit all those target ranges, and there are pieces in every age bracket included and incorporated in the design.
Gotcha. Thank you. Very nice.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Andrew. Lonnie, you had a question. Go for it.
Yeah, Mark, it looks like you need a question. And you mentioned smiles, and you made me smile how you finished your presentation, so nice job. My question for you as a Rotary member is, one of the things that you need is contributing clubs and being more remotely removed from the Twin Cities where there's a lot of different clubs. Other than Shark Tank, which is a good start, how do you get other clubs helping you, interested in what you're doing?
Well, that's a great question because we're not sure that we're hopeful to get all the funds today that we're looking for. We have kicked in $3,000 to this. We have that ready to, and we're ready to commit that at this point. So that match hopefully would come in that department. So we have other clubs in mind that have helped us in the past. And we're hopeful to go out and maybe use this presentation, just take off the shark portion and hope we can do so. And we do have Rice Lake looking on today, Mr. Bun Hansen, and I'm hopeful he'll be supportive in helping us solicit the Rice Lake Club. So we're gonna hit up some others, and we want to help try to get that goal of that last 25,000 for the Barron Kiwanians.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. Let's go back to Mary for another question here. I think that might be the last one we have.
Yeah, I'm just curious about sustainability. Obviously, that playground is going to get used. Things are going to get broken. Things are going to have to get replaced because of use. Who's funding the long-term sustainability once you get this park in place?
I'll take that one again, Mark, if that's okay. Yeah, it's a great question, and it's actually something we've seriously considered. We've already set up a long-term contingency fund, if you will, for lack of a better term. We have a partnership with the city of Barron, who is fully on board with our plan here. We hope to not have to replace any of the equipment. We hope it gets used by a lot of kids, but it's meant for longevity. Hopefully it's there for at least 15 to 20 years without serious signs of wear and tear. But it's got support of the city, the municipality, Kiwanis, and now Barron County Sunrise Rotary as well. But there will be a contingency fund already set up, intended to be set up after this.
Thanks, Andrew. Jim, you had one final question. Well, let's sneak that one in.
Well, that got answered with Mark's thorough presentation. So I was really curious, really, what Rhapsody music. I had never heard of that before, and you showed it. And so thank you very much, Mark.
Perfect. All right. Thank you. And thank you to everyone. Thanks to Mark and Monica and the Barron County Sunrise and Andrew and the Barron Kiwanis for their efforts. A phenomenal project. And yeah, thank you for being here.